I think now we're starting to see more engaging and larger formats coming into the market in terms of buying programmatically. So now you have the double MPU, so the 300 by 600, and I think that allows brands to have a lot more creativity because they've got more space. But then also you see some publishers like the Daily Mail starting to offer homepage takeovers programmatically, and I think that opens up a whole load of new creative opportunities.
To bring the creatives into digital, we need to talk about people. They're about storytelling, about emotions and engagement. And as an industry, the way we report and the way we present ourselves is to do with arcane metrics that are around gross impressions, click-through rates, conversions. If we get back to the essential fundamentals of brand advertising, which is understanding people, where they are, the reach and frequency, then the creatives will get engaged with this as a medium for them.
Platforms like Celtra, Just Ads, and kind of some of the rich media platforms in mobile are really doing that themselves. They're introducing ways to interact with your ad. There's swiping, using the gyroscope in the phone, tilting, everything like that.
Programmatic is across so many different screens. You can actually complement each other because someone's sitting there watching television whilst on their tablet and then also looking at their phone. There's ways there. Programmatically, you can identify that viewer and actually send them, adverts that are actually going to complement one that they saw a few minutes ago.
The big thing for how we're going to be creative in programmatic, broadcast. Broadcasters allowing people to buy live TV programmatically is going to push creativity.
I think that what's happening right now is that programmatic is not just about performance anymore. It's also about branding campaigns, and that's where I feel data and creativity come together.
And it's our industry's responsibility to bring creativity and the creatives themselves into this, because they think it's all about maths and trading and algorithms, and it's nothing to do with them. I think what we've failed to do is talk about advertising.
I would say media agencies need to invite the creatives to sit around the same table. But I would also say that creatives need to stop worrying that data will kill creativity.
It's just a mechanism to increase efficiency. So let's embrace it as a mechanism and just start talking about what advertisers want to engage with users. Creative people want to make that happen. So programmatic's just a vehicle. Let's stop talking about the vehicle and talk about the end product.
You can use those insights to develop better creative campaigns, which then lead to better outcomes from a buying standpoint, and therefore you get the viewability, you get the target reach, and you get the conversion.
There's no reason why a media agency shouldn't work hand in glove with a client's creative agency and actually say, look, let's work collectively on this together. This is the media we're sort of thinking about. Generally, these are the partners we work with. What are you thinking in terms of an initial creative idea? We'll let you know what's possible in terms of our media partners, and let's work creatively together.
On the creative side, people want to see interesting things. People want to be intrigued by an ad space, an ad unit, because you know what? You're taking their time. You should entertain them. You wouldn't ask for money if it wasn't entertaining. You couldn't sell tickets to a show if it wasn't entertaining. So we can apply those principles, and hopefully it'll be peer pressure that will help us to move forward on the creative side.
To bring creative to programmatic, there is something very simple that I would start immediately to do, which is to create an award for that in the Cannes Festival. The Cannes Festival Award for Programmatic Creative. For sure, that will excite a lot of creatives in the advertising agencies or creative agencies in general, even in the media agencies or in any other agencies. And that will be a very interesting reward and a very interesting piece of work for sure.
I think it'll be some time before we see the real dream of dynamic creative. But I think once we get there, then I think the programmatic ideal will have been finally realised.
I don't think you need to bring creativity into programmatic. I think you need to put programmatic into creativity.